The disaster began innocently enough, as Joe Flacco stumbled his way through another lifeless performance, tossing interceptions and taking sacks that made a Super Bowl winning resume look like ancient history. Sanders was in Boulder, Colorado, streaming the game on his phone with his crew, while CBS cameras zoomed in on the broken body language of the Browns sideline. Shedeur opened Instagram Live. 20,000 people were watching as Flacco's pass sailed 10 yards past Jerry Jeudy, and Sanders couldn't resist. "Yo, they really think I'm coming to save this," he said, before catching himself and laughing. But the damage was already done. Viewers were screen recording the moment, and within minutes it was spreading like wildfire. Then came the post that detonated across the league. With Cleveland trailing 22-7 at halftime, Sanders uploaded a picture of himself in his Colorado uniform, captioned simply, "At least we score touchdowns." It racked up 90,000 likes in 15 minutes, trended #1 on Twitter, and made the Browns' misery feel like a public comedy show. But he didn't stop there. During the third quarter, as Amon-Ra St. Brown and the Lions' offense carved through Cleveland's defense, Sanders put up an Instagram poll: "Should I let the Browns draft me?" The results were a landslide. 83% voted no, and nearly 500,000 people weighed in within the first hour. The breaking point came on a punt return, when Detroit's Khalif Raymond raced 65 yards to the end zone to make it 27-10. Sanders posted a video of himself and his teammates literally falling off the couch laughing. One voice could be heard in the background: "Bro, they really think you're going there." Sanders' reply, caught on camera: "Not after today." 6 seconds, 8 million views, and the entire NFL world understood exactly what it meant. Flacco's numbers told one side of the story: 16 of 34 for 184 yards. No touchdowns, 2 picks, 3 sacks, and a passer rating of 39.3. The worst for a Browns starter in 2 years. But what Sanders highlighted was the bigger picture: an organization imploding. Myles Garrett sitting alone on the bench, head in his hands. Jerry Jeudy in a screaming match with offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey. Fans in Ford Field pouring out early, while Lions fans mockingly chanted, "Thank you, Cleveland." This wasn't just a loss. It was confirmation that the Browns' season was already dead-end. Sanders was providing the live soundtrack. But this wasn't just a college kid being petty. It was strategic. Sources close to Sanders' camp revealed he had been waiting for the right moment to send a message, and the Browns' collapse gave him the stage. His Instagram story featuring a photoshopped Raiders jersey wasn't random. Neither was the follow-up showing him in Giants blue. He was telling the league, "These are the markets I want. These are the franchises I'll play for." And his subtle like of a verified insider's comment, "Some quarterbacks get to choose their destiny," sparked more headlines than most press conferences. And then the NFL's biggest names joined the chorus. Patrick Mahomes commented on Shedeur's post, "Young bull, keeping it real." Lamar Jackson chimed in, "He ain't wrong though," attaching Cleveland's miserable stat line. Even Tom Brady, the face of quarterback dominance, reportedly texted a laughing emoji to Sanders privately. But the most shocking reactions came from inside Cleveland's own locker room. David Njoku liked Shedeur's original tweet before hastily unliking it, but screenshots spread instantly. A backup defensive back actually commented, "Come save us, bro," before deleting his entire account. The Browns weren't just losing games, they were losing their players' confidence in real time. The fan base erupted into civil war. Some begged Sanders to come, promising things would be different with him under center. Others called him entitled, rejecting the idea of a player mocking their team before even setting foot in Cleveland. Reddit threads crashed. Radio stations melted down. A viral clip showed a Browns fan burning his jersey while screaming, "If Shedeur doesn't want us, we don't want him." Barstool Sports retweeted it to millions. Meanwhile, other teams smelled blood. The Raiders posted a cryptic future-looking bright tweet in silver and black. The Giants responded with nothing but eyeball emoji. The Titans updated their bio, "We protect our quarterbacks." The Browns front office was in panic. Reports surfaced that during the fourth quarter of their own blowout, ownership called an emergency Zoom meeting as Jimmy Haslam reportedly went ballistic about the PR disaster. What had begun as a football game had turned into a leverage play that could rewrite the draft itself, because Shedeur Sanders just proved something the NFL has always resisted. In the modern era, top prospects don't have to be powerless. His NIL deals already eclipse most rookie contracts. His father's platform amplifies his voice louder than most franchises. And his viral reach, tens of millions of eyes on every word, makes him too powerful to ignore. If he doesn't want to play for you, he won't. If you draft him, he can wait. And if you want him, you'd better prove you deserve him. Executives across the league admitted as much. One GM told ESPN, "This kid just showed every team he's not afraid to control his narrative." That's either terrifying or exciting, depending on where you're picking. The Browns, once confident about tanking into the first pick, suddenly realize it might mean nothing. They're living the nightmare of an Eli Manning redux, but with social media as gasoline on the fire. Marketing analysts estimate Sanders' brand power alone could be worth $30 million in endorsements if he lands in a big market. In Cleveland, those numbers shrink dramatically, and Sanders knows it. Behind the scenes, his camp is already moving. Reports suggest his agency has compiled a list of 5 acceptable teams based on market size, offensive line stability, and organizational leadership. The Browns aren't on it, and if they draft him anyway, insiders say he'll sit out. With NIL money cushioning him and Dion backing the plan, that's not an idle threat. The Browns are begging. They've reportedly promised to let Sanders help pick their next offensive coordinator. They're vowing to spend big in free agency to build protection. Haslam himself is trying to arrange a face-to-face with Coach Prime. But with every hour those viral clips trend, Cleveland's leverage evaporates. Meanwhile, other franchises are circling like sharks. The Giants are preparing a package of 3 first-rounders to move up if Sanders signals interest. The Raiders are clearing cap space for a massive offensive line overhaul. Even the league office is worried if top prospects can effectively choose their teams. What happens to competitive balance? But the truth is, there's nothing in the rules to stop him. Sanders may become the test case that changes the draft forever. Asked about his future, his response was as sharp as his spiral. "I'll play where I'm valued, protected, and have a chance to win. If that's Cleveland, cool. If not," he didn't finish the sentence. He didn't have to. What started with Joe Flacco throwing interceptions in Detroit has exploded into something far bigger. This wasn't just a loss for the Browns. It was the moment Shedeur Sanders showed the NFL the old rules no longer apply. Tanking for a quarterback only works if that quarterback wants to play for you. And right now, Sanders has made it crystal clear Cleveland isn't that place. The viral moment that broke the internet may have also broken the Browns' future, so now the question falls to you. Do you think Shedeur Sanders is rewriting the future of the NFL draft, or is this all just noise that will fade once he goes pro? Should prospects have this much power, or should teams hold firm no matter what? Let us know your thoughts below.